What's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists, and welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the Paint Along Hobby Along series. Put me on in the background whilst you do hobbying or painting. It's that simple. Usually with a cup of coffee or tea or whatever. I've got neither today. It's late, but I'm doing another session, as it were. I've been collecting some odd little 3D printed miniatures during the week. Well, they've been accumulating. I just so happen to have got them this week. Do forgive me, I am looking for hobby tools. There we go. Hobby knife. Because what I'm going to be doing today, primarily, is clean up. Yeah, clean up on the resin. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I might be doing some painting as well. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. So grab your glues, brushes, paints, models, whatever you need, and let's get to the bench. Right, so here we are with an example of what I'm talking about. These are eggs from like the Alien universe, and I'm just cleaning up all the little bits that you get with 3D printed models. Those annoying little stray bits of resin that you get. I don't like. I dislike them. I don't know what you call them, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. They came with some bases like this, which is kind of cool. I think they can be quite useful for like a spaceship corridor, that kind of thing. Or space station, whatever they're on, right? You know. So I'm just cleaning up. These are the eggs that the aliens hatch from. It looks kind of gory. I can hear a cat going on outside. He's really going for it. He's asking for his breakfast. It's way too early. It's not even, it's not even the next day yet, so he'll have a long wait ahead. Right, that one I'm satisfied with. There's about 5 of these, I think. So on to the next one. Right, no holes underneath in this one, so we've got to look for things on the side that possibly shouldn't be there. I know with 3D printed models you get a lot of these. There's a lot of cleanup, isn't there, involved. I think that's why when you pay for 3D printed models, what you're paying for is a lot of the time and effort that's gone into cleaning up the model as well. So once these are done and I can start painting them, obviously they're going to be used in my Alien RPG game. Yes, I'm into Alien. Those of you that have been with me any length of time will know that I'm into the Alien RPG game. Now we have the new version, Evolved, as it's called, out. All the more reason, right, to get your alien miniatures done, because I want to be playing that. Don't know if I necessarily want to film it. I want to film the fantasy one for sure. I mean, I might do, but I might not. Right, so that's the second one down. Oh. Third one. Just trying to make sure we've got none of these bits of whatever you call it, detritus out of the way, because I want these to paint these, make them look good on the table. I mean, 3D printing has come a long way. I've got some 3D printed models already for it, but I mean, honestly, some of them, the detail on them isn't greatest. It's not the greatest, I'll be honest. But that's okay, you know, it happens. And here we go, another model with a hole in the bottom. Depends how they were printed, really, I guess. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, the rubbish that you get off the 3D prints. I don't like it. It annoys me, just annoys me. If I had the room, I'd probably get into 3D printing myself. I just don't have the room. You know, maybe one day. Maybe one day I will, and it'll be all good. Yeah, these eggs are pretty cool. I'm just trying to clean these up. Hopefully I can start gluing them onto their bases and prepping them, you know, and priming them. That'd be nice. I mean, the bases are going to be easy, just dark primer, i.e. black, lead belcher, no oil, job done. Right. Cough coming up. Sorry about that. Okay. These are good to go. I've got an Android. I've got the base here first. Android person. Not much for detail. Yeah. It's based off of Predator Badlands, which where the android is kind of, you know, pretty messed up, no legs. It's difficult to, but not impossible, to ascertain which is the kind of irregular bits of plastic that come from the 3D printing process. I've got a couple more though. I'm just going to see if this super glue works here. Yes, it does. No. That's pretty good, actually. Let's go in that one on there. Glue that one on there. It shouldn't take too long for these to be dry enough to be able to move. Once that's done, I'll move on to the next lot. They won't be ready for painting today, sadly, but it's another step down. That's good. Okay, right. So, right, that's that. So I've kind of established where I'm going with this. So what's been going on with me? Well, some of you may or may not know, I've been asked to consider a move in my job to a different department, which I have actually since accepted. Primarily because I think it'll be a better fit for me. I just do. The job sounds better than what I'm doing. The one I'm doing is evolving into something I'm not that happy with, if I'm honest. Right, these need some cleanup as well. These aren't face huggers, these are something else, some other alien creature. Because there's other xenomorphs out there, you know, it's just what they, like the colonial marines would call the bug hunts, you know. I do wish these printers, printing manufacturers would clean them up better. I do that said, I don't see them from when they come off the machine. They must be quite messy. It'd be nice if they were a bit better prepped, though. I mean, you know, you're paying the money for them. You know, they should be done. These are like little scorpion. Well, a cross between face huggers and scorpions. I don't know what they call them. I've got a little spider thing as well, and a metal one which I want to prep and base. Got that one off of eBay, and the picture had it in a base. It didn't come with a base though, so it's not the end of the world. I've got bases, but I mean, it's a slaughter base as well. Yeah, a lot of cleanup. But these are just kind of fodder, really, aren't they? They're not. It's just, you know, to place on the table. So there's your monster, guys. Okay. These aren't going to be the easiest, I can tell. Ooh. Right. Now for the metal spider thing that I've got going on. And that, my friends, is this here. Take him out of the bag. It's a little flat, I was surprised. But it will serve a purpose, I guess. It's going to give it a buff with a steel wire sort of brush just off of camera a minute. Don't need to see me doing that. It's just what I'm doing. Yeah, right, okay. So there we go, there we have it. Getting my base box out now. And looking for an adequate base. What I would like is a round slaughter base. Something maybe like that. Or like that if it's easier. Doesn't really matter too much. I don't want to have to clip the slotty bit off of it. No, I don't know. I mean, would it fit on that one? Might do with some filing. Would it fit on that one? Yeah. Yeah, probably would. Looks like I'm going to have to file it down. Got any files out? Yes, I have. Well, that's just marvellous. I'm going to file it. Just filing this, guys. Yeah, if I file this and I can glue this one, then this one will be ready for painting, won't it? I'm currently putting together my collection for my Alien RPG game for miniatures. Now I've got the Alien board game. Oh, I forget the name of the company now. But it's Aliens Another Glorious Day in the Core. Now they got some amazing miniatures in that. And I could cannibalise that, but I like that game so much I don't want to do that. It's still a relevant game in what I do. I use it, so I don't want to separate those if I can. Okay, now that'll go in there now. Yeah, I think we'll use that one. Okay. Right. There we are. Wow. That's really sorted that out. Might get some painting after all, you never know. You never know. Oh. I'm just popping my tools back. Keep them in one of these little really useful boxes here. Just put that off to one side. Now, these models obviously I'm not going to be able to paint. Sadly. I might be able to paint some other stuff though. Now I've got this I don't know what you call it. This is a fantasy model here. Some sort of beast. And I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint it. I'm thinking, what colour? I'm thinking we'll go with a corn red. I want a red creature. And not only do I want a red creature, I want a corn red creature. There you go. So I'm just popping some of this paint into my palette. Splash of water. So a couple splashes of water there will do that. Now I am using a big old brush for this, and possibly let's see if I can move these off to one side. Seems to work. Stuck well enough for me to lift. That's a good sign. Even these, yeah. Okay. The android, yes. And the broken android, yes. And this spider thing, yep. All good. Right, that leaves me with this. I'm going to put the paint on here. So I'm thinking reds and browns. And possibly some greys for this bad boy. Whatever I want to call it. So I've got a really useful box on the go now that I've just started to place my alien related or sci-fi related RPG miniatures into. Now I may start doing the same for my fantasy miniatures. Be nice to have them all in one place, as it were. But, as the fantasy is a bigger genre for me. With my what I've got collection wise, I've got more fantasy stuff than I've got sci-fi stuff. So, well, for RPGs, not talking about Warhammer here. We're talking about RPG miniatures. So, with that, I'm probably gonna have to separate terrain and characters and possibly monsters too. Whereas the sci-fi miniatures, I'll pop them all in the one box. But, you know, we'll see how we go. I've got a lot of terrain for fantasy, which is good. I've decided, well, I'm going to have a look at my Necromunda box set. I never really got into playing that, so I'm probably going to raid that and use the floor plans and whatever else for terrain for my alien RPG games. I was looking for some old Space Hulk stuff, corridors and whatnot. It's a nice colour, corn red. It's a nice deep colour. mean, even just this one sort of base coat, plonk this down on the table, you got something to fight, to look at and go, oh, wow, that's kind of scary. I mean, I can remember, we never had miniatures of this sort of size when I was a kid, but I mean, any miniature, even if you got to prime it and put like one base colour on, because you had about 3 paints, the average kid, into role playing, he didn't know what he was doing, using Humbrol paints, those oil based ones, because there wasn't much else around, or at least nothing that we knew about. And so we were chuffed to get I can remember painting one of my wizards red, awful gloss, looked like nail varnish, but I was chuffed to bits with it. He had a red robe on, and he was a neutral wizard, or magic user as they were called in D&D, and I was like, yeah boy, I've got a painted miniature on the table here for my character. Of course, friends of mine, I had a friend who I say had, even he's still out there somewhere, but I'm not in contact with him anymore, called Robert Saunders. He was an amazing painter. I imagine he still is. But let's get some more corn red on the go here. Yeah, so we were chuffed with that. We were chuffed being able to have a miniature on the table. It didn't matter, it only had one colour. We were chuffed to bits with it, I was like, yeah. Yeah, we had a lot to aspire to. There's the likes of Rob Saunders. I mean, he was almost like a golden demon standard back when we were kids. He knew about painting. He used inks to their full capacity, or made his own. He was awesome. Rob Saunders, if you're out there and you're watching, please do get in contact. I'd love to chat with you about the old days. I know life's happened for us, and we've all gone through a lot, but and I was saying this because we literally haven't seen or spoken for years and years and years. I mean, a long time. A lifetime has gone past. It's not that we fell out, it's just, life happens and, you move on, It's just one of those things. Sad though, because we were good, we were quite close friends at one point. Our group of D&D players, and he was a good DM himself. He wasn't the main DM in the group we were in, although he took his turns, But he was good. He was good. He was very good. I think he was into Blood Bowl as well. Right, now I'm going to look at this in the light of day. Tomorrow I'll go, oh my god, I've missed so many areas. But, that's okay. Got the main sort of base coat colour on here. Oh, I can see a patch there. Not the easiest to get to be frank. I'll leave his mouth kind of, but I won't paint inside his mouth. So I'll paint that black, I think. Yeah. Yes, if you're out there watching this, Robert Saunders, please do get in touch. I would love to hear from you. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave that as is. There. Because that was awesome. That really was. Okay. I am washing this brush off. Then I'm moving on to my next victim. No, model. Time are we at here? 32 minutes, so that's okay. Just checking on something a minute. I'm uploading a video to YouTube, and oh my god, it's only 32% uploaded. You know, I'm trying to pass the time in a way that is useful, and this is certainly useful to do this. Slide him off there. Here's my next victim. Now, this is a stone giant, I think. Is it a stone giant? Frost giant? A giant of some descript. Colours have I got? I want a grey for his skin, really. Stone wall grey. Bad. Not bad. I will use that. Stone wall grey. He's got a grey primer. So I'll just put some water with this. I might put some flow improver here. I've got some flow improver. Just a drop. Actually, that was 2 drops. Not to worry. Okay. Well, this is still so you won't see much difference in what I'm actually painting. This is grey on grey, but I do want to get his skin covered. So I'll use a slightly smaller brush. Not that much smaller, but yeah, so it's a slightly lighter grey than the norm, but I want to have a sort of grey pallor to his skin anyways. Yeah, so he's going to be like a... I can't remember if he's a frost giant or a stone giant. I really can't. Either way, I don't know. He's a giant anyway, and he's going to be from the hills. Hill giant? He might even be a hill giant. I don't know. But the skin is the largest area on this, followed by the furs he's wearing. So I'll make the furs brown, and that'll hopefully contrast with his skin. He's a big boy, so you know I hope it'll work. Hopefully. I'll do his stone club in a different, using different greys. Hopefully that will, I can pull it off, you know. Yeah, there's a few mould lines here and there on these. I do try to eliminate them. These are like cheap models, but they're great for role-playing games, you know, they really are. Okay. This is actually the colour I use, or I'm starting to use, as standard for my bases in Marvel Crisis Protocol. And I got that from, I can't remember who now, someone else off YouTube. I think it was Sarastro's painting or whatever, I don't know. I've learned a lot from that guy. In terms of mixing my paints on a slightly larger scale. So it's good. I feel fortunate that there's so many great painters out there that you can learn from. I mean, this is just a slap it on stage at the moment. No real skill involved here with what we're doing. That's always the way with these first and second coats. Yeah. Stone or grey. Yeah, so I'll do his club in a different type of stone effect, and obviously his base. Yeah, I think that's not bad at all. Okay, pop him back. Now I've got a conundrum. Although, yeah, do I start doing some detail stuff, or do I keep going? Do I start prepping the other ones, priming the other ones? I'm just going to go and have a quick squiz at my primer situation, guys. I think hand priming is going to be the way for these. If I can find some. Problem is, do I have any black primer? Here we go, that's surface primer. Primer, black, here we go. Should really get myself some more. I've got a Vallejo primer, but it's one of the smaller bottles, so okay. I think we can pull this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need at least 9 holders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Thing is, do I have enough blue tack to secure them? Well, we'll soon find out, I guess. So I've got one here. I got a bit here and some here. So this is how I talk to myself. I'm one of these people that talk to themselves a lot. I kind of speak out my thoughts as I'm doing stuff. Right, so that's one there. I've got the primer out, but I don't know whether I will actually get around to doing anything with it. I would like to get some primer on this metal spider thing. All these bottle lids, back in from the days when you didn't have those stupid little plastic bits that held them onto the side of the bottle, lip of the bottle. Oh, I so hate that, you know. I just do. So another one of these eggs. I'd like to get these eggs painted in a sort of really dark green, and I want the xenomorphs to be dark green when I get some. That's okay. Doing alright, doing alright. Okay, got 2 more eggs. Got the android. I think she's supposed to be the same android, but with her legs on here. She's missing a few fingers. Now, I don't know whether that's intentional or not. So she is missing a few fingers, so I'm going to have to go with it's intentional because I've got no other choice. Okay. Alright, we will take the androids off. We'll start with this one. I'm just going to shake this bottle of primer up real good. Oh god, 37% uploaded to YouTube. Can you believe that? This is a brand new one. I've not opened it before, so here we go. Quite a bit of primer in there. And if I can get just a tiny little tiny bit of flow improver, yep. Just so that I'll make sure it goes in all the nooks and crannies. Tiny bit of water, and then hopefully we're good to go. Okay, so starting with this metal spider thing. So I don't know if you can see it here. Look, so ugly son of a gun. good to have other sort of xenomorph things for this game, because you can't rely on every game having the alien in it. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise it'll quickly get boring. So you gotta have other stuff. I mean, you don't have to have aliens at all in the Alien RPG game. It could be like other people, it could be colonial marines, it could be other factions, it could be rogue androids, you've gone nuts, it could be anything, that you're up against. It'll be people most of the time, corporations, agents for the corporations and the companies that are all trying to backstab each other. There you go. What's that one done? Rather nice job. Yeah, I don't know what these are, like little scorpion things, I don't know. But we'll paint them up. Beauty with this is, don't know what they are, so we can make them any colour we want. Don't know why, I can't see a yellow, something yellow. Yellow and black. Yellow is quite a dangerous colour in the natural world, isn't it? It's supposed to be like a warning thing, like the bumblebee and the wasp and all that. Right, let's go for one of the eggs. Let's go for one of the closed ones. It'd be good to have a black primer on here for the black, well, for the dark green paint, and I shall work my way up to white or near white. Might do ivory, but yeah, Dark Angels green, Caliban green, whatever it's called, or equivalent thereof, might be a good one. Yeah, that one's done. So these will be dry tomorrow. Let's do another closed. There you go. I'll start with the base this time, shall we? It's quite a big scale, isn't it, this? You can have from whatever colour you want. I had, for the xenomorphs for the board game, Another Glorious Day in the Core, I had my xenomorphs painted in a very, very dark purpley blue, like a sort of midnight blue kind of colour scheme, sort of almost black but with a hint of blue. Do you know what I mean? And it worked rather well. So I want to do the same sort of thing with this, but make it green. I think that would work quite nice. Yeah, at the moment, I'm watching a series called The Mentalist. Enjoying it immensely. I'm on season 2. I think there's about 6 or maybe 6 anyway seasons of it, or maybe 8 actually. Thinking about it from what I've heard. Crime series, which I love, all that sort of stuff, you know. I just do. Right up my street. He's an ex, the main character that is, an ex psychic, fraudulent psychic who helps the police. I mean, he doesn't believe in it, psychic stuff himself. You know, he literally conned people, but his wife was killed by the serial killer, his wife and child, and he's out to try and obviously get revenge by tracking down the serial killer. He's helping the police with their inquiries into other crimes as he goes. He's like a consultant. But it's very, very good. He's like it's sort of like an American version of Sherlock, really, but he's not like clever like Sherlock. Well, he is clever. He's very intelligent, but he's definitely observant. He observes things, and that's how he kind of works things out. And that's how he was able to kind of fraud people in the psychic thing by reading them and stuff. So he's able to tell when people are lying to him, which is obviously a handy trait to have when you're trying to solve crimes. His whole motivation is to get revenge for his wife and child. So he's after a serial killer by the name of Red John. And it's very compelling watching. Right, so that's them all done. Oh, oops. Stand up. Right. We're at 53 minutes. And I think I'm going to take my glasses off and cut back to me. Wow, so that was an awesome session. It really was. Got absolutely tons done. I'm still trying to learn my new video editor, guys, so sorry for any little glitches that may come up, like, you know, syncing sound, whatever. I do my best. I'm trying to learn it, you know. It's not the one I used to use, which I knew like the back of my hand, but needs must, shall we say. Yeah, right, that's it. So I've got loads done. I hope you've got loads done. Do let me know in the comments what you've been working on. And yeah, I hope you had a good time. I had an amazing time. That was brilliant. God, and didn't really talk a lot about life, did we, today? I was mostly talking about what we were working on, but that's okay. You know, you never can tell with these. I can see spots already that I've missed on that model. I should be doing this. Tomorrow I'm going to see loads of patches and I'm going to be like, oh no, how did I miss that? But I'm still happy. I'm still happy with what I've done. I'm content. Didn't get any paint on the androids there. Still got a lot of glue on them, which really needs to dry because it will just wreck the brush if that goes over it. Even if it's slightly dry with super glue, it's funny. It's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, I'll do that next time. So this little bottle of primer, yeah, did all right. Thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. If you want to see more of these, do let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.